NASA's InSight lander delivers its first image of Mars after dealing with 7 minutes of hell, according to headlines. Oh yeah, very exciting. And it cost about $1 billion. And what's even more exciting, ladies and gentlemen, is when I share with you these images from Mars and I just adjust the temperature. That's all that I do. I just adjust the temperature setting on the image. It looks like Earth. I'm just saying, thank goodness I'm a conspiracy theorist, because if I wasn't, I'd be like, wow, this is just too much. This is too much of a coincidence. Anyway, I want to show this to you real quick. This is really exciting. I want to thank you very much for joining me. I hope you're having an awesome day wherever you are. It's fantastic out here in southern Colorado. Woke up, beautiful blue skies. Shortly after, they start spraying all sorts of contrails that don't exist either. So anyway, check this out, will you? This right here, NASA's InSight lander delivers its first clear photo from Mars. The picture was relayed home by the Odyssey orbiter. Thank you. And this is from Engadget. Engadget, I'll leave a link in the video description box. Here's the image. Here's the image that is supposedly from Mars. And it only cost them about $1 billion. That's it. So on an exciting note, though, for less than $1 billion, you could have yourself the most amazing flashlight on the planet. This thing is badass. Check this out. The Patriot Survivor Flashlight. Go to patriotflashlight.com, get 50% off, and then type in the code LEAK20, get an additional 20% off. And this is no joke. 500 lumen flashlight. It can be seen from up to 500 meters away or up to 2 nautical miles, depending on where it's located. You can see here right now, check this thing out, 5 lighting modes. But what's the coolest thing about this flashlight is it's got a compass, a rope, a wire cutter, a solar-powered recharging center. So if you've got sunlight and a cell phone, you can plug it in and you don't have to worry about finding a charger. How cool is that? High and low beam LED modes, a glass breaking hammer, all while remaining lightweight and durable. So 50% off, then get the additional 20% off. Support yourself by supporting Leak Project, by supporting patriotflashlight.com. That's what I'm talking about. All right, now let's go back to the images, shall we? You got to get one of these things. They're amazing. Will you just look at it? Here is the next opportunity for you. Boom, this is the image. Wait a second. That's not the first one I want to look at, though. The first image that I think we should look at, here, let's go back here. Let's go back here. InSight's first image from Mars. About $1 billion. Look at how clear that is. The clarity is just superb. You can see all the details. You can see all the dirt on the lens. I mean, yeah. So how much did it cost? Go to thecheatsheet.com. $650 million amount NASA spent on the InSight probe and mission, according to Space News. $163.4 million cost of the launch using the Atlas V rocket, or rockets. $180 million French Space Agency CNES and Germany's Space Agency DLR contributed to the mission, making it a grand total of $993.8 million for the hardware and the launch from the Vandenberg Air Force Base. Heidi! I didn't know Heidi had an Air Force Base. That's awesome. Heidi, I always knew you were special. Now, check this out, will you? Not the flashlight. Let's go back here to this image. Let's go back and look at this image. But the first image, I mean, wow. Talk about incredible, right? That's amazing. So, like, if we go right here, let's go to the first image that they shared with us when it reached, touchdown mode. This is ground zero. This is supposedly on Mars. So it could be. It could be on Mars. And I used to just absolutely eat up all the pictures that I saw from the rover and from the previous rovers. And then when they showed off the picture that had a rat in it, I was like, or some type of rodent. It's like, Devon Island, huh? I'll have to look into that more. But thank goodness, once again, So this is the image right here. This is the image that they shared with us, right? Now, if I just go to this image right here and I click markup, let's just mark this up real quick. So how am I going to mark it up? All I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the color. I'm going to adjust the color. So adjust color. I'm adjusting the color right now. The only thing that I'm going to do as far as adjusting the color is I'm going to change the temperature. That's the only setting that I'm going to change on this is the temperature. Are you ready? Here we go. What? What? Now, if you look at the hardware, you look at the actual rover itself, the lighting looks more accurate to me. It looks more natural. And look at the atmosphere. So either Mars has a blue atmosphere or there's some serious swamp gas going on here. Or it's just the setting. Because it was, yeah, the filters and the images that they're sharing, that's actually the natural light. And I'm thinking to myself, really, all you have to do is adjust the temperature setting. That's it. All I'm doing is adjusting the setting. Now, this is in the middle mode. This is the image that they share with us. And then you can do this yourself. Go to adjust color, temperature, and move it over to the left. Make it cool. And that's what you get. That's it. And then look at the... Oh, my goodness. It's just unbelievable. You know, it takes you 10 seconds to do that. To upload this, to get the software, to do the adjustment, everything. Takes about 10 seconds. That's crazy. That is crazy. So there you go, folks. This is what they want you to believe. This is what it is with swamp gas. Swamp gas, no swamp gas. A little bit of swamp gas. I'll add a little bit of more, a little more swamp gas, a little more swamp gas, a little more swamp gas. And that's all the way to the left. That's the utmost swamp gas. Here, let's look at this picture now. So this is what you get if you do a little bit of adjustment to it. I think I did more on this one, actually, than I even adjusted the contrast a little bit. But if we go back to doing nothing but changing the temperature, this is what you get. And then I'm gonna put this back here. So we'll move this back. Let's put the temperature back to what they want us to think it is right there. I mean, what it is right there. And then next image, just do the adjustment a little bit. Bada bang, bada bang. Also, look at the actual, once again, look at the metal. Look at the plumbing. I mean, what is that? Are those like PVC tubes? I mean, what kind of tubes are those? What's wrapped around? I mean, look, it looks like something you could get at the hardware store. You look at that image. For me, anyway, I'm looking at that, and the light does not look as natural. But maybe that's just because, here on Earth. For example, look at Mars with just a decent telescope. Pick yourself up a LX200, at least an 8-inch. Hello! And look at Mars. That's what I just ordered. And I saw some amateur photos of Mars, and you can clearly see a blue atmosphere. Yeah, there's a lot of red, but you can definitely see the blue atmosphere. You can see the poles. And it's not from NASA. But NASA's honest about everything anyway, right? I mean, everything they tell us is the truth. I mean, I am just a conspiracy theorist here, and I am just looking at the Occam's razor hypothesis. So, and I think if you just change the coloring from, let's do this again here, temperature, don't mess the saturation, the tint, the exposure, the shadows, the highlights, any of that. Just move the temperature. And that's what you get. So then go take a picture in Moab or somewhere around the Canyonlands or Devon Island and see if you get something similar to this. See if the atmosphere looks similar to that. Because I'll tell you, with the way the atmosphere looks these days, with all the spraying that's going on, I mean, stuff that doesn't exist, pollution, yeah, that's it, pollution. That's what the atmosphere looks a lot of the times, especially in places like Moab, unfortunately. And the inversion out in Salt Lake is horrible. Inversion in Utah is terrible. Highly concentrated swamp gas. Nanu. Oh, yeah. I'm not supposed to do the nanus anymore because I had a very long email from a scientist the other day that said, Rex, I want to share your videos. I think you have great work, but the nanus, man, I can't do it. So I can't share it. So I will work on that. But aren't most scientists... No, I guess not. No, I don't know many scientists that are like... They seem to be usually a little bit more detail-oriented by the book. So just call me your crazy scientist, okay? Okay. What else do we got here? Yeah, here we go. Check this one out. This one. Boom. Very interesting. What are your thoughts? And on that note, I got to say thanks again to Brady Shalley. She's the gal that paints the majority of the artwork that you see behind me. And I've got Zorg hanging upside down because he's just getting some air into his head. She is incredible. She met Flash Gordon. And check this out. Look at that. Signed by Flash Gordon. How insane. He saved the universe. And she even sent me this. So thank you, Brady. You were amazing. Look at this one. Oh, yeah. Signed by Flash Gordon and the artist that painted this. Is that not the ultimate or what? No. So thank you, Brady. You're amazing. I'm going to have to get somebody to help me set up my studio out here. Still haven't got it set the way that it's going to be here shortly once I get back from this trip. Hope to see you at the Witness Protection Program in the desert with Derek Bros, Global Witness, Jeff Daugherty, Christian Whistleblower, and I'm sure many other amazing people will be there as well. As far as confirmed speakers, though, hey, that's up in the air. Derek's still kind of keeping this on the down low. It's like that VIP selection, so which is good, right? You make it to the event, you're meant to be there. Be excellent to each other, everybody. Be the change you want to see. And what's up? Let's go to Mars. I mean, it looks like clearly the swamp gas there is readily available. So,